Long ago, in a hot and sandy land called Mesopotamia, which is now modern-day Iraq, lived a group of brilliant people known as the Sumerians, who built the world's first real cities between two great rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. These ancient people were amazing builders and farmers, but they had a huge, exhausting problem that made life incredibly difficult, because every single heavy thing had to be dragged across the rough, bumpy ground. If a farmer wanted to move a heavy sack of barley, or a builder needed to move a giant stone for a temple, they had to carry it on their aching backs or pull it on a wooden sled that scraped loudly against the dirt, getting stuck in the mud and slowing everyone down. It was a time of sweat and struggle, where moving something heavy took hundreds of strong men pulling ropes until their hands were raw. And while they noticed that placing round tree trunks under the sleds made them roll easier, it was still annoying, because as soon as the sled moved forward, the log was left behind, and someone had to run back, pick up the heavy log, and put it in front again, over and over. While the builders were struggling with these rolling logs, a different kind of invention was happening quietly in the cool workshops where artists made bowls and jars around 3500 BC. The Sumerians created a spinning flat circle to help them shape clay pots faster, which was actually the very first wheel. But for hundreds of years, nobody thought to put it on a cart because it was only a tool for potters. Then, one day, a genius idea struck a Sumerian inventor who looked at the spinning potter's wheel and realized that if they could make a round piece of wood stay attached to a sled without falling off, they wouldn't have to keep carrying logs from back to front. They cut a solid slice of wood from a tree trunk to make a perfect circle, and, here is the secret part that changed history, they drilled a smooth hole right in the center and fitted a strong wooden stick called an axle through it, so the wheel could spin freely while the stick held the cart up tight. It was a magical moment when they lifted a heavy sled, slid the new wheels underneath, and gave it a push, because instead of grinding into the dirt and getting stuck, the vehicle glided forward smoothly and gained speed. Suddenly, one man could pull a load that used to take 3 men to move, and farmers could pile their carts high with food to feed growing cities, while soldiers built swift chariots to race into battle faster than any enemy could run. This simple wooden circle, which started as a way to make clay pots, completely changed the world by connecting cities and making travel possible, becoming the great-great-grandfather of every bicycle, bus, skateboard, and car that zooms down the street today.